Sasha Brady. I'm from St. Croix in the Virgin Islands. I moved to Wheaton 5 years ago, and a little bit more, to go to grad school at Wheaton College. I did the missions program, intercultural studies, and I thought I was gonna go overseas and change the world or something. In the whole process of figuring out how to get overseas and how I thought God wanted to use me, I figured out I didn't know how to do that. How do I pick a country? How do I figure out calling? Are there other options for fundraising? How do I pick a missions organization? In that process, did a CareFest project here at Wheaton Square in May '09, I think. And then that day I got the idea to move in. It seemed really crazy. But eventually I did move in August '09, and that's what's made me stuck in Wheaton. I think it's stuck in a good way mostly, but I moved into Wheaton Square just with this idea that I didn't understand it, but it seemed like God wanted me to move in here, and it didn't make sense because it was more rent than I was paying. I didn't have a roommate, and I didn't know anything about who was here. We started Homework Club. The manager Wheaton Square gave us a free one-bedroom apartment to use, kind of as a community center, and we thought the best way to utilize the space and be good stewards of it, I guess, was to start an after-school club. Seemed like a good felt need that kids needed help in with their homework in English that they couldn't get very well from their parents. So that was 2 years ago, November 11th, birthday of Homework Club. And now we have it 2 days a week. We have 15 to 20 kids each day, and volunteers from First Baptist and College Church and St. Mike's Catholic Church. And kids come in and do half an hour of reading, either small group or independent, and then half an hour of homework time. If they don't have homework, we give them homework. We're growing a relationship with Hawthorne School, and the teachers are really excited that we're helping them out and know that they can send homework home and they're getting support. And just this week, just today, a teacher emailed me and said, do you have these two kids? So they come to Homework Club because I can help you know what their individualized needs are and what they should be working on. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, but it's high energy, sometimes high chaos, crowd control, but the kids are great and they love coming, whether or not they get tons of homework done. But I think we really want it to be, it's not an excuse to like slip in the love of Christ, even though of course everything that I do, I want to be because of Christ's love. But it really is to help kids to love learning and to be able to excel in what they have going on at school. So I know that it's challenging and hard, but I think that the rewards and the benefits for us are just exponential and so worth it. I'm Sasha Brady and I'm deployed.
We decided to work cross-culturally. We were challenged at a missions conference at First Baptist and responded and went forward and became part of a missions group. And we're kind of groomed and mentored, and we finished our Bible education and we were ready to go overseas.
You actually had your degree in youth ministry from Moody, and we thought, okay, now it's time to go get a job in youth ministry. But there were so many youth ministers out there in America, and we thought, based on our own experience, having done short term, that we were willing to do youth ministry overseas, and probably a lot less people were willing to do that, and we were. So we offered ourselves to recruiters and ended up with World Venture.
Well, we work in an area in Mali, about 3-hour circle where there's 7 missionaries for about 3 million people. So yeah, there's not many other people to work. Now we're working with a local national church, and we're encouraging them and training them and rah-rahing them and working alongside. And so we really like that. But there's not other missionaries, many other missionaries nearby.
And Tom goes around visiting people around town, trying to build relationships with vendors in the market. The meat guy, if I send him to the store or the market for some groceries or supplies, he's trying to always build relationships there as well that would be redemptive relationships. So that means being open to trying weird food when they say, "Hey Tom, try this," as it walks by on somebody's head or whatever. But anyways, it's being intentional about making connections with people.
In Africa, particularly, relationships are everything. It doesn't matter what kind of task or what kind of job you're trying to do. When I hired guys to dig my well, it was as important for them to build relationship and drink tea and hang out as it was to get my well dug, which can be really annoying if you want your well dug fast. But I said, hey, this is evangelism opportunity, so I got to hang out with them for about 4 days while they were working on this well thing, and it was cool. It was a good thing.
We've also had situations where the Africans have spoken to us, or we're just, by their living out their faith in a tough situation, we kind of scratch our heads and go, wow, would I be willing to sacrifice that or take that bold step if it was that level of discomfort in my own life?
I think it's as challenging here as it is in Africa. In Africa, Lisa's been stopped on the street. Hey, are you a missionary? Will you tell me about God? That doesn't happen here too much. But, you know, God equips you for the situation He puts you in and provides the opportunities. And we really believe that if we leave the house praying for opportunities, God provides them. We are Tom and Lisa Seward.
We're deployed.